Hello guys, so we're gonna start today writing task 2 finally. So I'm gonna give you an information about the type of the writing task and give you my own example and teach you how to start and how to write whole your answer and how to write conclusion on your task. So first of all, please pay attention on this note which I prepared for you. So as you can see in the writing task, we have different types of it. First is agree or disagree, and further discuss both views, further advantages and disadvantages, and then solutions, and a positive and negative trend. So today we're gonna start with agree and disagree, and I'm gonna give you my own example on it. So first of all, you have to start with introduction part. This is basically similar to writing task 1, because in writing task 1 also you have your introduction part, body paragraph 1 or body paragraph 2, and your conclusion. It's basically the same here, but you don't have to work with line graph or bar chart or pie chart. You're going to work with your own opinion about it, and you have to review all of your statements and analyze them and give a proper answer to your task. And further, I was just saying about how to write the introduction part. So you're gonna have 1 on 3 sentences there. And first of all, in your task, you're gonna have the basic sentence where they're gonna say, okay, we have this kind of opinion around the world, like I agree or disagree with this opinion. And in first sentences, they're gonna say what kind of task is that, and your task is to reward a given opinion. It's not your opinion. You're just gonna reward what is given in your task. And the following is your opinion. So you have to write in your introduction part if you agree or disagree with that given opinion. So further we go to body paragraph. It could be 1 or 2 paragraph or 3, and don't make like 5 or 7 or I don't know, whatever. Maximum is 3. It's gonna be better, because otherwise you're just gonna lose your time. It could be better not to just write everything. It's better to write a couple of like 2 or 3 statements, but to describe them in more details and to provide better knowledge of that topics, instead of listing 4 or 5 statements which you don't explain very deeply. So your body paragraph could consist of 3 or 5 sentences. It's up to you. So I just was giving you just, you can write minimum 3, maximum 5, or even if you want to write and have enough time for it, you could write a little bit more sentences if you decide that it could be better, or you find out that you missed some more important information. So in the body paragraph 1, you're gonna write main argument. So and what exactly you're gonna do with that main argument, you're gonna describe it, and you have to use a lot of synonyms. You have to be sure that you are describing in the right way, you are using right words in order to write particular statements into your task related to your argument. So further is give examples. Giving examples, it completely increases your degree for sure, because you're gonna have let's say if you give examples from our real life, it's gonna be better in order to convince a person who is reading your response. So the last part of the structure is conclusion part. So in conclusion part, I recommend you to write 1 or 2 sentences. So what exactly you have to write there? You have to write your own opinion on some topic which you already wrote in your task, because you have to inform a reader if you completely agree with that, or if you disagree with that, or if you half agree on it, and try to convince your reader. So further, arguments in your favor. So you have to list all of the arguments, so which basically prove that you agree with that topic or not. It's going to help you to make a conclusion of your opinion in your task. So further, we go to the introduction part. So I just want to show you examples of how to how to start to write your introduction part. And I was giving this kind of examples even in my writing tasks, especially if you go to writing task 1 line graph. I give all of the examples how to start your introduction part and what kind of words will be helpful for you to use. So you can start in this way. There is opinion that, or you can say it is believed that, or there are people who believe that. So you just describe in common what kind of opinion people have around the world or in a particular area. It depends on what kind of task you have. So further, it's basically we're still talking about introduction part. First, you're gonna write your own opinion. So it's basically everything in introduction part. It's gonna be your second sentence. So you have to write, I think, in my point of view, in my opinion, in my view, or to my mind. So as I always tell you guys, it's better to use more words. So let's say I go in my point of view, because anyways it's gonna give you more words in your writing task too. So when you write your opinion, further you're gonna write your body paragraphs, and there you have to write the reasons why you choose to agree or disagree with a statement which is given in your task. So one of the way is one of the main reasons is that, or due to, owing to. Another reason is that. When you just describe one of the reasons, you go to the following reason. At that point you're supposed to say another reason is that, on the other hand, or however. So it's gonna be written in your body paragraph too. For example, it's gonna be easier for you to describe all of your statements in order to convince a reader. In the conclusion part, we're gonna write in conclusion, or taking everything into account. So it's gonna be your conclusion part where you're gonna have to summarize and also to give your own statements. And further, it's finished. You don't have to do more job. You just have to put your effort on the body paragraphs. So I have here an example, and we're gonna read this example. This is basically a task. Let's read the task. Agree or disagree, salaries in sport, you should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Write about the following topic. Some people think that professional athletes earn too much money and that they do not deserve such high salaries. Do you agree or disagree with this opinion? Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. So we got the task, and we go with all of these statements, or we agree or disagree. I give you two statements just as an example. Let's say in case of agree, they go for, let's say this professional athletes, they go to show business, they have money, they have fame. In case of other people, so they are became very famous, and they have less benefit to society. And in case of disagree, so they are doing very hard work. They became an inspiration for other people, so basically especially for young generation. And they deserve this higher salary, and they have a good motivation to do so. So another type is so they are teaching to be kind to others. They prepare them to adult work, as you know, these sport people who in sport, so sort of sportsmen, they always travel around the world. They take responsibility for themselves. They have to come on time to the flights. They have to be very punctual. They have to come on time, do these exercises on time, all of these kind of things. And another thing is disagree, because some people think that, let's say, they are wasting of their free time, spend more time on other useful subjects. They could do that instead of doing sports, let's say. So further I go with my example, and here our introduction part. Basically this is introduction part, and it's given here. There is opinion that people in professional sport receive considerably larger salaries compared to other professions, which is not fair. In my opinion, these athletes deserve the money they are paid. As I told before, I just reward the task, and further I write my own opinion that they just deserve the money which they are paid. And I proceed with body paragraph 1, and here one of the main reasons is that athletes dedicate most of their lives to become professional in their type of sport. From childhood, they have to spend their days doing exercises, preparing for competitions, and even coping with certain limitations in their diet. So, due to their tight schedule, there is no time left for social use and hobbies and interests, while ordinary young people fully enjoy this stage of life. This is true if you have some friends or some relatives or someone, or maybe your parents were in sport, maybe you yourself were in sport. Yeah, it's a really complicated job to do. They have their limitations. They're not allowed to eat some kind of food. They're always on a diet because they have to, let's say if they are in boxing or any kind of sports, they have to gain muscles. But despite if they are in light athletics, they have to keep their own diet and not to eat fast food, eat healthy all the time. Let's say when they are in they have to do sacrifices in order to keep up with their sport requirement. So despite of it, it's mentally very complicated for them, because they are not allowed to experience some things which some people experience in their lives. But anyways, I think anyways it worth it, because you have a discipline, and you earn enough money, you became successful and famous. It depends. So another body paragraph is this one, and I'm here writing this way. One of the main reasons is that athletes dedicate most of their lives to become professional in their type of sport. Okay, further I go to another body paragraph 2, which is basically this one. Here it's written: another reason why athletes deserve earning a lot of money is that they inspire young generation to lead a healthy lifestyle. Famous sports people have a large number of followers who can be motivated to start doing sport or keep fit by their idols. As an example, millions of children around the world play football owing to successful footballers such as Ronaldo, Messi, Beckham. So further, on the other hand, athletes are not so helpful for our society compared to other professionals such as doctors, teachers, engineers, and so on. So basically in this part I just describe why we why there is an opinion that they earn money which they earn is not fair, because there are more useful people in our society who deserve more money. Let's say doctors, they are saving our lives, engineers, they are building all of this technology around the world, they are building all of the new things, and we are able to communicate by phones, we are able to use our internet, we are able to live in our houses, and just as an example from our real life is better for sure to convince on your opinion. And the final part is the conclusion part. So in this part we're gonna write, to sum up, it is clear that others deserve earning so much money because they do hard work, and they are a good example for yours. So in case of the example, yes, it's true that a lot of young people are inspired by them. If you even see football, when young guys are just jumping and basically running to the field where Ronaldo or Messi stands, and they're almost crying, they're so inspired by them, they start to play football, they want to be like them. This is very fascinating to look at, and these people becomes an idol for them, and it's actually better to teach young generation for sure, being healthy, not drinking alcohol, and to do sports, and to pay your attention on yourself and growing as a person, and put your priorities. Give you my own example, trying to explain how to write this kind of tasks. I hope you pass your IELTS exam with very high score. Have a good day. Bye.